Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library, and I have a big box of fiction and nonfiction books for adults. So I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. The first one is Elon Musk by Walter Isaacson, a very, very, very controversial figure. So you can find out where he came from and maybe get insight into why he's doing what he's doing, or maybe not. We have Enough by Cassidy Hutchinson. We might be getting two copies of this. This is like a sort of memoir about her time, I guess about her life, and also, but mostly I think people are interested in her time working for Trump. Super, super popular right now. Since we're doing memoirs and biographies, we have one from John Stamos, looking handsome as ever, and it's called If You Would Have Told Me. Famously, he played Uncle Jesse in Full House. Our first novel, we have Thicker Than Water. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a novel because the cover looks very novelesque, but it's actually another memoir. It's Thicker Than Water by Kerry Washington, a famous actor who starred in I don't want to say the wrong show. It won't tell me. Um, I think she's in Scandal, so I'll feel really bad if I'm wrong. But this is her talking about her life. We have a Bill O'Reilly book called Killing the Witches, The Horror of Salem, Massachusetts. He's written this series of different killings throughout history. Um, I think there's been some critiques that some of his history is not as strong, but we have a lot of local interest in this area since this is our state, so people should read it for themselves and see what they think. Uh, The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. Oh, I love this title. This is by Breanne Randall, and it kind of gives me a vibe like the Secret Society of Witches that was popular a while ago. Mm, okay. So there sounds like is a romantic element, a family element, definitely a magical element. Says for fans of Practical Magic and Gilmore Girls. So that's some good comps to give you an idea. We have a Donna Leon memoir, Wandering Through Life. So this is she writes a very popular series of mystery novels. Famously, she lives in Italy and writes in English. And so, yeah, this is a little bit about where she came from. Lots of memoirs, I think, because people like to give them as presents around the holidays. So we have Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. She definitely has quite a story to tell, especially since she was, recently in court a few years ago. But she starts all the way back with her childhood. Our Fragile Moment: How Lessons from Earth's Past Can Help Us Survive the Climate Crisis by Michael Mann. That sounds both important and optimistic. So, oh, interesting. It talks about different climate shifts in history and yes, what they tell us about what we should maybe be expecting. We have Assistant to the Villain by Nicole Maehrer. Oh, it says this was an instant New York Times bestseller. I've never seen that particular sticker before. Um, Whoa, whoa, gosh. Um, so this sounds like a little bit funny. It definitely sounds like I can't tell if there's magic or if it's just sort of like superhero stuff. It sounds like maybe it takes place in a fantasy world. So that's good. That's a little change from what we normally get. We have Never Enough: When Achievement Culture Becomes Toxic and What We Can Do About It. Another popular one. This is by Jennifer Breheny Wallace. In Light of All Darkness by Kim Cross. Inside the Polyclass Kidnapping in the Search for America's Child. I have to say I've never heard of that, but I do like the cover and true crime, very popular right now. Oh my gosh. Larry McMurtry, A Life by Tracy Daugherty. So very famous novelist, wrote so many books. Maybe the most famous is Lonesome Dove, wrote Westerns, looks so sweet on the cover. And and my understanding is there's never been a biography of him before. So I think a lot of people will be interested in learning about his life. We have a new Janet Evanovich, Dirty 30, a Stephanie Plum novel. We have Counting the Cost, a memoir by Jill Duggar. And so she's famous. I thought we got this a while ago. Maybe this is a second copy, or maybe I just ordered it and it's finally come. Anyways, she was part of the Duggar family, and she talks about growing up. And yeah, my guess is it wasn't fun. We have a new Michael Connelly, a Lincoln lawyer novel, Resurrection Walk. We have Ruth J. Simmons, Up Home, One Girl's Journey. I love this cover. Oh my gosh, with the tree and the colors. So this is a memoir from the daughter of sharecroppers who became the first Black president of an Ivy League university. That sounds like an amazing story. We have The Sisterhood, The Secret History of Women at the CIA by Liza Mundy, who wrote Code Girls, really popular. See, like this is what I'm talking about with I think sometimes they choose these books right before the holidays because they think people will get them as presents, but you don't have to get it as a present. You can get it from the library, and I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this because I remember people just really liking Code Girls. So it takes place in right after World War II with the formation of the CIA. How many books do I have left? Let's see. Oh, we have a cookbook in here. I Could Nosh, classic Jewish recipes revamped for every day. Jake Cohen. So I think so. His first book was just called Jewish, spelled that same way. Oh, it won't tell me here. Um, And I don't always get like second cookbooks in the series, but the first one was like went out so many times. I was like, well, I better get the second one. And this I always like it when they start like it's recipes, but this time they're everyday recipes because really nobody has time for these super fancy harder recipes. We have The Last Politician, Inside Joe Biden's White House and the Struggle for America's Future by Franklin Foer. Interesting choice of cover there. I'm not sure I really love that one. So this is just talking about what Joe Biden has done so far in the White House. A gripping and high definition portrait of a major president at a time when democracy itself seems imperiled. Oh my gosh. Crochet Impkins, So Cute by Megan Lapp. Oh, over a million possible combinations. Yes, really. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. This is so fun. I did not know we had anything this cute in this box of books. I mean, the memoirs look interesting, but just look at the cuteness. I was trying to get my daughter to learn to crochet. Maybe that would be like good incentive for her if she could make an Impkin. Michael Lewis, Going Infinite, The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon. Who's the tycoon? Oh, Sam Bankman-Fried. Yes, definitely been in the news lately with his trial. I think he was just convicted of being guilty. Differ we must, how Lincoln succeeded in a divided America. This is by Steve Inskeep from NPR. I think just a few more. I know this video is on the longer side, but I really want to get these books on the shelf. We have Doppelganger by Naomi Klein, A Trip into the Mirror World. So Naomi Klein is a political writer who has a right-wing political writer who looks a lot like her, and they are often confused even though their views on pretty much everything are very different. So this is her book on sort of what it's been like to go through that journey of constantly being confused with this woman. Two more books. We have, oh, both nonfiction, a lot of nonfiction in this box. We have Attuned, Practicing Interdependence to Heal Our Trauma and Our World by Thomas Hubl. This was requested by a patron. No other libraries had it, but I think that people are going to be interested. I think people are going to grab this right off the shelf. And last of all, what a good one to end with. We have Patrick Stewart, Making It So, a memoir. There he is on the cover, just looking. He always manages to look just like such a nice guy. Um, and he has had a heck of a life working in theater and Star Trek and X-Men and oh my gosh. Wait, since this is my last book, I'll just look at the pictures. I don't usually read the biographies, but I love to go look at the pictures from when they were children. Especially someone like Patrick Stewart, who's been around so long and been through so much. Here he is as King John. Um, that's it. That's all the books. We'll be getting those on the shelf. Here's the box. It actually broke. Good thing I got the books out. I will be back soon with more.